Hello, and welcome to Section 8. In this section, we'll discuss a number of important administrative topics, such as system properties, workflows, events, notifications, import sets, and reporting. This video will focus on Part 1 of System Administration in ServiceNow. We'll cover basic configuration, system properties, self-service, home pages, connect and collaborate, mobile, and upgrades. We'll start by discussing ServiceNow's basic configuration module. This basic configuration page gives us the ability to change properties such as the header text in the banner frame, the banner background color, the browser tab title, the banner image, and a number of other options. You can also access some of this information through the My Company module. Now let's take a quick look at basic configuration in ServiceNow. If we navigate to the System Properties application in the Application Navigator, we see the basic configuration module. We'll navigate into this module and we see a page that has a number of properties that we can set. We'll change the header text and change the banner background color to a bright green. We can also change the tab title text. We can provide a new banner image, change the time zone, date format, and the time format as well. We can access some of these properties by clicking the My Company module. This is a form view of a company record on the core_company table. We can change the banner text and banner image from this record. Now we'll dive deeper into system properties. There are hundreds of system properties in ServiceNow. They are stored in the Sys Properties table, and each record represents a specific system property. System properties can be assigned categories, which may have their own system property pages. Most modules in the System Properties application actually represents a specific system property category. Let's take a look at system properties in ServiceNow. In the System Properties application, we can see a number of modules. Again, most of these modules represent the different system property categories. There are system property categories for CSS, System, Email, LDAP, Service Catalog, etc. If we click on one of these modules, it'll show us all of the properties that have the related category. For example, the System module shows us all system properties that have a category of System. This Properties page shows a description of the property as well as the property value. Most system properties are in the form of a key-value pair. If we navigate to the Sys Properties table, we see all system properties. If we go into a specific property, we can see a number of additional fields, such as the property name, description, choices field, a type field, the value field, and a few other fields as well. At the bottom, there's a categories related list. Here we can see that this CSS property is a part of the CSS category and the system configuration category. If we click on the CSS category, we'll be taken to the category page, which shows us all properties that have a category of CSS. So if we navigate to the CSS Properties module, we'll see all of these properties. If, for example, we wanted to change the max size of attachments, we can do a search of contains attachment. And at the bottom, we see a com.glide.attachment.max_size property. If we read the description, we can verify that this is the correct property. If we wanted to change this to, say, 2 gigabytes instead of 1 gigabyte, we would enter 2048 and click Update. Finally, if we click the Categories module, we'll see a list of all of the system property categories. We can create new categories as well as system properties. Now let's discuss home pages and the self-service application. By default, a user will see their home page on login. There are a number of out-of-the-box home pages that we'll go over in just a moment. Each home page may be modified to the user's liking. Home pages may contain gauges, which are either lists or reports. Administrators can configure which home pages certain users have access to. The self-service application is one of the only applications that does not require a role. This means anyone who can access ServiceNow can access the self-service application and the modules included in the application. There are a number of modules in the self-service application. By default, users can view the service catalog, the knowledge base, their visual task boards, their incidents, and a number of other records that were created by their user account. They may also view their profile and their tags. In addition to the self-service application, there is an employee self-service site provided out of the box. The Employee Self-Service Site, or ESS site for short, provides a portal so end users can access their data in a completely customizable site. Administrators can create pages from scratch using HTML, CSS, Jelly, and JavaScript. By default, this site is available to all users by entering /ESS at the end of the URL. So the URL would be instance-name.service-now.com/ESS. Now let's take a look at home pages, self-service, and the ESS portal in ServiceNow. You will be directed to the home page on login, or you can access it by clicking the banner image or the home page module under self-service. In the top right of the main content frame, we see a Switch to Page select box. Here we can select from a number of out-of-the-box home pages. Each home page has different gauges displaying different data points in the system. If we navigate to the ITIL homepage and click the X in the top right of the gauge will be removed and the word My will be added to the title of this homepage, indicating that the homepage has been personalized. Now I can see my modified homepage in the selection. The self-service application has a number of links, such as the default service catalog, the default knowledge base, a help the help desk, which will send information about your machine to the help desk, visual task boards, which provides a different view for organizing your tasks, and a number of other modules that show records which were created by you. Finally, we'll right-click the application and select Edit Application Menu, where we are taken to the Application Menu record. Here we can see that there are no roles associated with this application. Thus, every user can see it. Now we'll take a look at the ESS portal. I'll add ESS to the end of the URL, and now we are taken to the out-of-the-box employee self-service site. It's important to note that sometimes there will be additional characters in the URL after the .com. To access the ESS site, just remove these characters, add a / after .com, and then add ESS and click enter. From here, we can access just about all information found in the self-service application. We can view knowledge articles, shop in the service catalog, and create new incidents. We will not cover the content management application in this course, but just so you are aware, this site record can be accessed in the Sites module of the content management application. From here, we see information associated with the site, such as the base URL and the different pages associated with this site. If you would like to know more about the content management application, please refer to the ServiceNow documentation. Now we'll discuss Connect and collaboration. Connect is a plugin that allows for chat and file sharing, which is opened in a separate tab. Connect replaces the legacy chat application. Collaborate is an application which is somewhat of a social network site for your company. It supports different feeds, hashtags, users, comments, and likes. You can interact with groups of users or individuals. Let's take a look at these features in ServiceNow. We'll start by activating the Connect plugin. Now if we type in Connect in the Application Navigator, we see the newly added Connect chat module. If we click this, a new tab is open displaying the Connect application. From here we can create a new chat. We'll add ITIL Susan as the user and send her a few short messages. We can also add attachments and configure the notification preferences. If we navigate to the Collaborate application, we see a number of other modules, such as Live Feed, which shows us our company feed, and a number of administrative modules for maintaining messages, profiles, likes, hashtags, groups, and properties. I'll click the Live Feed module, and here we see some demo data. We can click the link hashtag, where we are taken to a page showing us all conversations that mention hashtag link. We can also view people, my feed, and group feeds. We'll end this video by discussing the mobile platform, upgrades, and the ServiceNow HI portal. ServiceNow on a mobile device has seen a lot of changes over the past few years. At the time this course was created, ServiceNow has yet to release the native iOS application. Currently, there is a mobile site that may be maintained separately from the standard site. The screenshot on the left shows the ServiceNow mobile site, and the screenshot on the right shows the native iOS app that should launch sometime in 2016. Upgrades can be requested through the ServiceNow HI portal, which we'll discuss in a moment. Each instance has an upgrade history module, which shows just that. If you are not sure what version of ServiceNow an instance is currently on, you can type stats.do in the application navigator to see a number of system statistics, including the version. We'll talk more about stats.do in the next video. The ServiceNow HI portal is ServiceNow for ServiceNow. This is where you'll go to manage instances and create incidents. Whether you are looking to upgrade an instance to the latest release, create an incident due to an issue you are experiencing, or clone your production instance over development, you'll go to the HI portal for such requests. The URL for the HI portal is hi.service-now.com. In addition to support and managing instances, you also have access to ServiceNow's knowledge base, which contains articles on all sorts of topics. Now let's take a look at these in the browser. We'll start by showing the mobile modules. If we type mobile in the application navigator, we see a number of modules related to mobile. The System Mobile UI application shows modules for configuring the user interface on the mobile platform. If we go to Applications, Mobile, under the System Definition application, we can add or remove applications from the mobile platform. Under the Service Catalog application, we can modify what users see in the mobile view by navigating into the Mobile Layout module. Here we can define which categories and catalogs are viewable on mobile. Now we'll switch to upgrades. You can view an instance's upgrade history by navigating into the Upgrade History module of the System Diagnostics application. This module tracks all of the upgrades for a specific instance. Administrators may revert upgrades if conflicts arise. If we navigate into a record, we'll see more details around the upgrade, such as the from and to fields, as well as the different inserts, updates, and deletes that were performed. Again, in order to upgrade an instance, administrators must make a request through the ServiceNow HI portal